I started looking at these homes, and they're like 8 million, 12 million. I'm like, yo, no. I was looking like at the 2 to 3 range at that time. I didn't have the money, you know. I didn't have it, man.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I had saved a lot, so I never had to worry. But I didn't have that kind of cash. So what I did was we stayed at the AKA or some shit off of Wilshire and Beverly Hills.
What's the AKA? What?
It's a condo for rent,
okay.
long term. We rented it for 2 months, stayed there, and I got my ass on the phone, and I started calling all the defense attorneys that I had relationships with, told them my predicament, and I'm like, please pay me now, man, so I can move the fuck out of here.
What?
This is how much I need down. You know, can we settle this case? No more posturing. Stop fucking around. No, don't bill it. You know it's going to settle for X, this, that. Can we do it now instead of a year from now or 8 months? And some of them were like, okay. And I got some cases resolved, I got paid, and I was able to put a fucking down payment, you know, on those homes.
No, he bought the block cash.
Yeah, well, close to it.
I remember right around this time because we went to Santa Barbara. Me and you and Gary and your wife.
Oh, yes.
And we were on the plane.
I was on the plane
and
back.
you were telling Gary this whole
Fucking
story.
I was telling Gary this story, and Gary's like, why don't you buy a $15 million house?
Yeah.
I was like, from where, dude? Like, where am I going to get 15 million? You know, where am I going to get? You need like 50% down on these homes, you know what I mean?
Gary has an interesting philosophy on real estate, but it works well for him.
Yeah,
he tells me the same shit. I'm like, why would I do that? But
yeah, he's like, why not? I'm like, dude, so.
Yeah, I remember on the plane you were showing us the pictures, and I was like, that looks like a great place to meet, man.
I got it,
yeah, for 15 million, probably
Yeah,
a
it
really
looks
nice
great.
place.
Yeah, so I got a call, and they were interested in letting me stay there for 6 months. I've never told this to anyone. So they're like, we'll give it to you for 6 months. We're going to charge you some insane fucking figure, and that'll go towards your down payment.
Oh, credit.
And
towards.
we'll only take like 10, 15 grand of it. I was like, no problem. So 6 months, I move in, and now I'm trying to close.
Trying to get the money.
I'm trying to close it.
God, that must have been stressful.
So, you know, I wouldn't qualify for the loan in 2018-19, but finally everything came together.
And this went right around COVID hit right around then too.
That's the other thing, man. It was right. This is like November of 2019. We went to up in Santa Barbara for Nick's trial college thing, and then all of a sudden COVID hits. And
but I didn't take a plane up there. I just like drove by car.
Well, we don't do that anymore.
It's far. It's like an hour drive. The fuck?
Gary said, "Do you want to fly up on my plane?" Sure. You know what am I? You know how hard I am to convince.
What do you say? Somebody asked you to open an envelope?
I said, I'll go to the opening of an envelope if someone invites me, you know? So Gary's like, you want to fly my plane to Santa Barbara? Sure. It took me an hour to drive to the airport. It would have taken an hour and a half to get to Santa Barbara.
Mara flies in more private jets than anybody I've ever met in my life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I always tell people, man, I don't have a private plane. People think, man, I must have a private jet.
3 friends. Oh, 4 now.
I have 4 friends of mine all have planes. Shit, and they always say, you want to go here? You want to go there? Oh, sure. Like, I got my bags
Yeah, we were on a
packed.
text chain the other day, and within how many seconds that he was like, I'm in.
I'm in.
Steve was like, you guys want to fly to Austin on whatever date? I was like, yeah, I do.
But this was like we were the other ones up at like 5:30 in the morning when that text went out. You know, Alex's wife, she was still sleeping. He didn't even ask like, hey, can I go on this fucking work trip? He's
Yeah,
like,
this guy, you invite him anywhere, he's going.
I'm going,
He
man.
doesn't. He's coming.
I'm ready to party.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
That
Bob says, you want to go to Europe for 6 weeks? All right.
Yeah, for real. He says.
And I went for 6 weeks to Europe with a guy.
This guy gets pissed off if you don't invite him somewhere and he finds out that you went
He
somewhere.
does do that to me too.
He calls.
He's
He's
like,
like,
what am I, the scum of
He's like,
the
hey
earth?
man, how come I wasn't invited? I'm like, I didn't even, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, you haven't invited. Then I got to get on my defensive. Like, you know, you did a lot of shit I didn't get invited to. But yeah, he likes being around, man. Everyone knows. But
Of course.
yeah, we're gonna go to Austin. I'm really looking forward to that.
It's gonna be
That's gonna be a
good
cool
time.
trip.